Alright. Y'all gotta know, I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. The moon had me up at 4. And I don't know if y'all know this, but rednecks, I'm right on the edge of like this 80 acres of hunting land that the people on the other side of the property own. And they pave roads at the at the end of summer. They get ready for August 1st starts hunting season. I don't know if you guys are seeing that. Like, I'm seeing the lineups here, right? So August 1st is also when Mercury retrograde actually happens, and I'm just getting the message of a path is being cleared. I really didn't know what I was going to talk about until I sat down right now, but yeah, so we're going to do this reading. And I guess if you hear them or you hear beeping or loud construction noises, that just means a path is being cleared right now. Oh no, they were out there about 5:30, 6 o'clock the last 2 mornings. My poor days off. Get some energy clearing here. Oh, alright, who wants to talk? We don't need you today. Move it out the way. Go ahead and get a story time here. This has been crazy. Part of me wants to kind of tell you guys everything that's going on right now, but then the other part of me doesn't know like how much I'm like actually able to talk about. It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of weird people. It's funny, when I first started up there, like, every day the song that would pop into my head was the opening to the Muppet Show. Let's meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight. Man, it's definitely a crazy environment. Alright. Got this bear figure protecting children here, right? It could be a mother or a father. I believe in this story here, the bear and his brother ended up turning into princes that married these 2 twin girls. But the one bear protected them when they were children, and then because they guess they took care of the bear at some point, they turned back into princes, Prince and the Pauper type thing. I got the writer here, and I got the message. It's a hidden message. And I got the Pied Piper here. That mice energy, too. It might be a rat. Oh, I'm picking up a rat. Someone could have gone back on somebody's word here too. It's like the rider is like it's kind of like the Knight of Swords. It's the prince riding in on the magical horse, kind of like, why do I get Hercules and Meg? Right, that type of energy. Like he comes flying in a Pegasus and saves her. I think that's interesting though, because in that story, what saves them was Meg's sacrifice, right? Anyway, there's a letter here, but there's also a wolf. There's a villain. There's somebody who's gone back on their word, right? And this could be somebody who's really good at manipulating a community, right? Because in the Pied Piper, it was the mayor that screwed that up, right? The Pied Piper came. He's like, I'll get rid of all your mice for this amount of problems. I'll take care of your problem for this amount of money. And then he took care of the problem, and then the Pied Piper refused to pay him. So that's why the Pied Piper took the children in that situation. There could be a lot of legal matters going on here with the particular tower here, a lot of red tape. I got the whip. I get the person dealing with the whip is the writer too, because it looks kind of like the same guy, right? Oh. Wow. Alright. One, I just did 111, right? Can you see him in there? It's just vaguely, it's like a shadow, but it's on the magic carpet, because there's Aladdin for you, right? Magically turned into a prince. But, and here is the rider. It's also the Nine of Cups. I like how the rider is in the Nine of Cups energy. Like, that was their wish, was to come in and save somebody or do something like that. They wanted to be the hero of the story. And then you got the Knight of Wands here with the whip. That could be why this person, I don't know, I get a secret message, could possibly come through children, could come from grandma's house. In the story, in this one, the wolf slips the message into the basket, into Little Red Riding Hood's basket. This person could be dealing with an ex-wife or an ex-husband, right? I got the ring reverse here, and then I got the stork, Queen of Hearts. I get that the Queen of Hearts in this situation was blessed, and then the queen, the other queen that she was up against here, is receiving karma at this point. In the story, it's a story about this bully and this other child that he was bullying. Were supposed to get siblings from the stork, and one stork delivered a live baby and one stork delivered an unalive baby. Someone can definitely be paying the repercussions of dark magic, of some kind of dark magic here, right? In the story of the red shoes, the girl buys the red shoes instead of saving or getting medicine for her stepmother or whatever. And then afterwards, her shoes become cursed, and she can't stop dancing. Till eventually she has to beg to get her feet cut off. Right? And then she's got to hobble and learn how to stand again. It's like they cut her feet off and her shoes go dancing off with her feet in them. So someone is definitely paying the price. They're paying some karmic debt. That's weird. I got the gift of depression. The gift of depression. This person could, like, I get the energy of they're finally having guilt. They're finally, like, the repercussions of what they're done. But it's only because they're hurt now, right? Isn't that the atypical narcissist? Because they're injured, they're hurt now. Now they've got the gift of depression from the universe here. And then, like, even then it's like, I don't know. Or maybe because they're having to sit still. See, that's where it comes down to with fucking empath stuff. Pardon my French. We always look for the positive aspects of it, right? Like, maybe this has finally taught them their lesson, da-da-da-da-da. But really, loyalty here. I got the coffin. I got somebody still Ten of Cups. They're still loyal to something here. They're still loyal to it. And I get the energy of they're watching somebody. Whenever I see this Coffin card in this version of this deck anyway. I know it sounds morbid, but it's Snow White, right? And I always just get the energy of somebody's watching somebody through glass. So I always picture somebody sitting there holding a cell phone. Lovers defeating the snakes. Watch out for a sly redhead. Don't assume what's going on in somebody else's house. Interesting. I don't know what the fish is. And just because of some weird shit that's been going on with Luna, we're going to read what the fish does. The fish story, and then we're going to be done with this deck. I don't specifically remember the fish, but I do believe Saturn is retrograded in Pisces right now. The fish, money, profit, resources, and abundance. In the story of Yukishima Taro and the fish lad, we learn what happens when you don't pay attention to your wealth. When Taro saves the tortoise from death, the tortoise carries him to Rin Jin, the palace of the dragon king of the sea. The tortoise turns into a lovely daughter of the king. She tells him that she is to be his wife. The princess gives her her most precious item, but tells him that he cannot open the box. Alright, we got a Pandora's box thing here. Of course he does open it, and opening it, he ages immediately and dies. So let the fish remind you to take care of what you already have in abundance, and make sure you are surrounded by favorable cards. You may need to attend to your own profit and loss sheet if the cards are ill aspected. Wealth is coming when the fish swim into your spread. Look for where they are flowing to see areas of even more resources might be utilized. Interesting. So there's definitely a lot of red tape and stuff like that and karma getting played out. Definitely get court shit. I don't like to give legal advice. But definitely be the vibe here. Just that tower card in this deck is just very much about red tape and bureaucracy, right? Rapunzel not in the Disney version of Rapunzel, in the original Rapunzel, the father steals food from the witch's land, and then the payment of the child is the debt he has to pay. Pretty much because his wife was screaming for food when she was pregnant. So it's like, yeah. That was quick. Got success and cruelty here. It's Six of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. It could be all that's going on right now. You could have yeah, I was like, you could have a blockage going on at the moment. Right, you got that pullback happening. The Victory card's coming out again. There's been a lot of interference in the connection here. Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Fiery, divine feminine, attracting in positive energy. The Empress is working on her skills. Yeah, once again, Princess of Pentacles. That really is drawing in energy. Four of Swords, Truce. For me, the Four of Swords is the Sword of Truth. Six of Swords, Science, also Rite of Passage. There's an energy here of tapping back into your energy, working on your skills, rehoning your skills perhaps, right? I can show you the angle that I'm looking at here. It just lines up so nice. You get the Victory up here at the top. You got interference in love, right? But there's a truth about all this. Yeah, Prudence. Like I said, Empress, sticking to your skills. The Queen of, I got Queen of Wands energy. See, this could go back to the money thing. I get that. That's gonna sound weird. It's like you might really not have too much of an issue attracting people, right? Attracting love or attracting things like that. Your problem with that is other people always interfere with things. But your Queen of Wands energy always does attract energy. You could be a fire sign. Does always attract certain type of energy. You do have the Empress energy here. Like, you can naturally grow abundance around you. Right? You just might not be very good at drawing in actual money. See, those people get abundance twisted. Like, you can have abundance of love. You can have abundance, like, you can have abundance in a lot of ways. Laughter, good time. Doesn't always have to be money, right? You can have an abundance of food. Case in point, people who are on, like, food stamps or whatever. You can still have an abundance of food. Or if you grow your own food, you can have an abundance of food. But they might not be very good at manifesting actual, like, cash, cold hard cash, pentacles. And they're working on their skills on that, but there's a truth here. It's like, if you can manifest and attract all this other stuff, put the same focus. With the Hangman feeling defeated over here. See, you got the Hangman here, right? This person's the one that's sitting back and watching everything, right? Watching through the glass. This person is one of those people who are just very self-sabotaging. They are just forever putting themselves in third-party situations, right? They're always doing it. They're the ones that bring the interference into the friggin' connections. And then they lay there all, I'm just such a victim. It's not me. It's all these other people around me. And then this chick's just standing there with her two swords. It's like, what? I gotta make a decision here. I'm just gonna sit here and deal with this nonsense. Like, she's standing up. The fight's over. She's like, well, I mean, if you're just going to always just lay there in this defeated victim mentality, what am I supposed to do? This could be a lesson for you too. The truth is, what? You allow people with this negative mindset into your energy, and that could be what sets you, could be what causes the issue. Queen of Cups. Hermit. I get the energy, yeah, well, this is your problem, bleeding heart. What? You love love. You love love. Right? You love love. You're a foolish Princess of Cups when it comes to love, right? You always ideal the lovers, right? But you got the devils right after that. Right? You could be putting too much into soul connections, right? I don't know why I keep saying right like that. That's got to be getting annoying to y'all. I apologize. There's a completion of a cycle here, though. I get the energy, like, you could have really been into, like, the twin flames or soulmates and things like that. And when I do past life readings, I try to tell people, it's like, sometimes that soul connection is just, you've already been through this similar situation with them. You've already been through it. You've been through it a number of times. You guys have had your happily ever afters before. You've had your, you've had your toxic relationships where one, you're the toxic one, the next one, he's the toxic one, right? And it goes back and forth and back and forth. And I got definitely Queen of Pentacles. I'm getting a lot of energy of, sitting back and focusing on your own energy. Ending these cycles. I get defeating the Hangman. I get defeating the Scarecrow. I got my Scarecrow right here. If I only had a brain. Right? You can't, I get the energy, you can't talk to this person. They don't understand what you're trying to tell them. They don't understand. They get, like, they're stuck hanging out with these people who are mad if you're doing good, right? And I really get the energy that you're doing all right. Or you're going to be. There's definitely a path being cleared, and this is coming into play with the fish, right? And there's an energy of going with the flow, of following that flow. You don't get distracted, right? Don't get distracted by these soul connections anymore. You could be a very old soul. Before I came on, that's really what I was thinking about. I was getting the energy of, you don't know how many times, like, I believe I'm an old soul. I believe that I've had past lives. I've had lots of past life readings. And I don't think I've ever made it to this age. Because the weird thing about having past life dreams and things of that nature and channeling them is usually the most powerful memory from that life is the death. Everybody wonders what my night terrors are about. There you go. Alright. I got rebuilding one's power, working on skill. There is justice coming. I get the energy of feeling left out in the cold, alone, but there is justice coming. And it's pure and simple. The justice card, that's why it has the scale there. It's the feather against the heart, right? And it's the belief that when you die, your heart is placed on a scale. And if it's as light as a feather, you get to ascend to the higher realms. But if it is weighed down by guilt and everything else, guilt and your karmic debt, it'll pull the scale down and you go to a lesser place. So, get the idea of this retrograde's pulling you back to clear a path, and a path is being cleared so that you can take your shot. Alright. This is a weird reading. I hope this is resonating with somebody. Oh. This card's not even supposed to be in this deck. I lied and I'm sorry. Somebody lied and they're sorry. Alright. We're going to end it on this. I don't know when we'll see each other again or what the world will look like when we do. But I will always think of you when I need to be reminded that there is beauty and goodness. Came this far, might as well keep going. Blessed be. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and trippy paths with me. I love you guys, and I will be back as soon as I can, I promise.